This is just an assessment, some graphics on your screen right now to tell you about the Rajasthan saga. So what happened today? Congress has released a statement where they said that Pilot met Rahul Gandhi and shared his grievances. Pilot and Rahul Gandhi had frank, open and conclusive discussion, which Sonia Gandhi has decided that a two-member committee will be set up. These are things that you all know, and I'm not going to speculate. We are going to be absolutely factual. Committee is going to resolve Pilot and other MLAs' grievances. Pilot has committed to working in the interest of the Congress party. Pilot has committed to working in the interest of Congress government in Rajasthan. Now, let's quickly tell you, and these are things that have been spoken about a lot over the past 1 month, the key markings of the BJP on a coup that wasn't. BJP played host to Pilot MLAs for over 4 weeks in Haryana state, which is BJP ruled. Secret meetings were allowed in Haryana COVID quarantine centers. Now, that cannot happen unless there is state support. Top lawyers seen as pro-BJP chose to defend Pilot in court, though many of those lawyers have come out and said that they are professionals and they will, in their professional capacity, defend anyone. Fourth, massive Haryana police security cover for all the rebel MLAs. So these are the BJP markings. Now let's tell you, where does this leave the BJP? We've spoken a lot about the Congress party. Where does this Ghar Wapsi leave the BJP? Now the BJP always maintained that this is Congress's internal problem. So now that this Ghar Wapsi is happening, BJP can always go back and say, see, we told you, this is their internal problem. We had nothing to do with it. That's exactly what they're doing. The Congress Pilot patch-up has happened. But the BJP hopes, and we've spoken to a number of top BJP leaders, they say that the fault line Gehlot is going to remain. How can you expect Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot to bury the hatchet and then move on as normal? That's not going to happen. After a month of open revolt, can things go back to normal in Congress? That's what the BJP is hoping for, that this will be a fault line that they can exploit. Fragile Congress in Rajasthan, could this in fact be advantage BJP? And now for a very, very important presentation, the most important leader in Rajasthan. This lady, the Vasundhara Raje factor. What has happened? You notice her loud silence, and then perhaps you will come to a conclusion. Could it be a case where she was silently working in the background to make sure that this never happens? She's an extremely tall leader. It could have been a case of battle royale of ambitions in Rajasthan as far as the BJP is concerned. Vasundhara Raje's silence was loud and clear in this entire saga. Absolutely loud and clear, her silence. By the way, only one tweet over the past 1 month as far as this crisis is concerned. That's it. The most important leader, the mover and shaker of BJP in Rajasthan, one tweet in an entire month. Raje, in fact, even cancelled a crucial BJP meeting last month to discuss Pilot and Gehlot. She did not attend that meeting. It is said that 45 to 50 of the 72 MLAs would follow Raje's command. Whatever the decision may be, whatever Raje says, these BJP MLAs are going to follow. Pilot's entry could not have been possible without Raje's approval. So you had the BJP markings, but the topmost leader in Rajasthan was silent, was not speaking, did not give any indication of where does she stand on this issue. Sachin's climb down, could this have been a result of Raje refusing to play ball? Now this is going to be a major political point, leaving very little room for Pilot to negotiate terms with the BJP. So this silence made it very difficult, and then an elongated period of time. Remember, and we want to end it with this last statement, the last point of our graphic plate. Rajasthan is the only state, ladies and gentlemen, where the Modi and Shah clout is not complete over the state unit. Vasundhara Raje holds a considerable amount of clout, and she decides on her own what she has to do. This is a unique situation. It does not exist in any other state as far as the BJP is concerned. So could this have been an important factor that through the day we have not seen or were too busy to perhaps see, maybe even ignored? That's a wrap in this edition of Trending Tonight. News continues with my colleague Vishnu Shom. Good night.